We are joined here by Ed from Triplelift. Thank you so much for joining us and coming on.
Thank you for having me.
How was your first day been at the Mexico?
It was intense. It's been years I didn't come, and I'm very glad to be back here. There's been a lot of very interesting meetings, both global and local, so it's been really great.
Yeah, amazing. And we've seen that you've made some really, really great hires recently over at Triplelift.
Thanks to you.
Yeah, definitely. Do you mind telling us a little bit about what Triplelift do and your company?
Yeah, so Triplelift is the creative SSP. That's our new tagline. We've been an SSP for more than 10 years. We have a differentiator in the sense that we have a creative technology on top of the SSP and a data technology.
Nice.
The creative technology is really like ability to go beyond the iframe and manage components, which allows us to create like more qualitative inventory for publishers and pick a flywheel with the industry.
Nice. Okay, fantastic. And what do you guys have in store for 2025? Any sneak peeks you can give us? Or?
Yeah, so a big milestone that we just hit is the partnership with Amazon, where we've been able to translate our creative technology at the SKU level, which they call ASIN. That enables us to work with hundreds of advertisers to get-go, create on the fly, like in milliseconds, like creatives that have components from the detail page.
Yeah.
So we want to replicate this with other players in this space, not necessarily just retailers, like commerce media players. So
have you had any success with that? With those
there's a lot of conversations in progress.
Yeah, amazing, brilliant.
Yep.
And what are the kind of most important issues for you guys at Triplelift? How are you tackling them?
So I always like to think about opportunities, not issues.
Yeah.
There's challenges for sure.
I love that.
The opportunities are really there are multiple this year. Like there's a lot going on with Gen AI, so that's an opportunity. I think there's a lot of buzz. It will really get real in the next 2 years. There's a lot to figure out on a legal perspective, like privacy perspective, and also making it like very fluid. There's of course a lot of like pressure on SPO and programmatic.
Sure.
So it's basic in the business, like table stakes, but we have to make sure that the optimizations are right.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot going on in CTV and retail media. CTV, we believe that CTV cannot just be a spots business. There's new formats that we need to invent, so we're working on that. And retail media, I just talked about it. There's a lot going on.
Very, very.
And I'm not going to even go on the
CTV.
DOJ and situation between the cookie and everything that is going on in the space right now. There's a lot to think about.
Yeah, amazing. And is this your first time in the Mexico, Ed?
No, it's 6th or 7th time.
Really?
Yeah.
How does this year compare with previous years?
I mean, it's pretty, it's what I've used to know before COVID. I didn't come since then. A lot of like people that are really passionate about the industry, very meaningful meetings, and also the local flavor of Cologne, the Cologne and all this stuff. So it didn't change.
Yeah, fantastic. And in terms of like the Mexico, we have heard across the industry that it kind of tailed off a little bit, mainly during COVID, of course.
Yeah.
But is it back on the up now? Do you still get a lot from it when you come?
Yeah. I mean, again, I didn't come for years. To me, it's been pretty stable. Like I didn't see a downturn. I mean, we're very happy to be there, and we're happy to come back.
Nice. And Triplelift as a business, what are you guys trying to get from the Mexico this year?
Yeah, it's like SSPs of our size need to be global, and global like sometimes mean like more like US centric than international. We're very much international focused. We just hired like a new SVP of international, Fraser Locke. We hired a UK country manager, thanks to you, with Rich, was at Chertrou, and we have a new country manager in France, Flynn, who comes from Big Mom, and she was at Spotify and LinkedIn. So there's a lot going on for us internationally.
Making big moves, yeah.
This kind of fair is just like grounding us into the real world of what the publishers and the agencies and the advertisers face.
Yeah.
So it's good to actually be able to have insight from international markets. There's a lot of innovation internationally that can feed also the US.
Yeah. And do you see a lot of like the US market at the Mexico, or is it mainly EU here?
Yeah, there's a lot of Americans.
Really?
I mean, at least some I know.
Yeah.
I don't know about everyone. I cannot figure out who they are, all of them. But yeah, I've seen a lot.
Fantastic. And just finally, in terms of like 2025, what do you think is going to be the biggest innovation in the ad tech space? What do you think is the next big thing?
Well, I don't want to sound like biased because that's our tagline, but I think the programmatic space and digital advertising has been really so overly focused on data targeting and like efficiency and optimization. Tech is more than just math.
Yeah.
Like creative can be enhanced by technology. And I think it's show time for creative to be back.
Yeah.
And the simple stat is that many studies show that a bad creative or a good creative, like it changes 70% of the performance of the creative. So even if you have the fanciest, most sophisticated targeting, if your ad is poor, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
So it's good to
So
have
bring back
creative
the
like
creative.
that. Yeah, technology can finally be on the scene, forefront on creative.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much for
Of
joining
course.
us, Ed, and check out Triplelift. They're doing amazing things. Yeah, brilliant. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Ryan.
Cheers.
Take care.